I'm going to start this off with saying that if you are a teak, you are a fan, or you're a collector, this video is not for you. This video is for the conscious fragrance connoisseur who likes to smell good, spend a decent amount of money, but make sure that they get bang for their buck. That's it. Now, today I did a wear test with this fragrance, and I'm going to break down this fragrance and my final thoughts, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the unboxing. Roll that beautiful bean footage. This one won't be treated any different. And the juice better be juicing, because I don't care what nobody say. It's return spirit if it ain't. So let's get to it. Why does something sound like it's rolling around? Not in seat. Okay. I thought this was supposed to be enclosed in some. Okay. Don't even. We're not. Not gonna do it. Not even gonna do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and open it up. Shit's falling. Oh. It's already opened and fallen over? What is going on here? The door is open already, and it fell. What in the world? Shit. Isn't he supposed to be the king of... Isn't he supposed to be the king of packaging or some shit? Isn't he supposed to be the one that be talking about brands packaging? Why the fuck is my shit all open and fell apart? What kind of shit? I knew I was going. I knew it. Well, I didn't get to take it out, so it was already out.
And isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
There's no notes on the box. There's no notes in the box. I don't think the top need to be that damn snug. What I get from this fragrance is a burst of chocolate in the beginning. I mean, it's strong. The only way that I knew that the cherry liqueur was present was when I got this tickle to my nose hairs. I'm not even going to hold you. When I got that tickle to my nose hairs, I knew cherry liqueur was present. And when it did show up for the amount of time that it did make its presence known, it made the cherry and the chocolate turn into a Tootsie Roll lollipop. Like a cherry Tootsie Roll lollipop. That's the best way I know how to describe that. But the cherry is not in your face. It does not stick around long. Kind of like the chocolate, but in a different way. The cherry showed up and left the building, okay? The chocolate showed up first, was very much seen, even though it's in the base notes. Once the florals broke through, myself, I didn't smell the chocolate at all. It was straight floral until the florals made their presence known. When the florals made their presence known, the chocolate took a back seat and I could smell the chocolate underneath with the vanilla. So I had florals, chocolate, vanilla. That's exactly how it was. Cherry did not stay around for long. Cherry left the party very early. That being said, the longevity on skin, which you know I do not talk about. I do not talk about longevity and I do not talk about projection. But with a $120 fragrance, you're going to get it, okay? Whether you want it or not and whether I want to do it or not. The longevity on skin lasted longer than the projection. The projection, me saying that the projection lasted 3 hours is me being nice. The projection lasted around maybe 2. And I'm just going to be honest with you. After that first hour, it was Fade City. This was very underwhelming for me. It was definitely overhyped. I thought I was going to get maybe something like this with the cherry liqueur, but stronger. I like this. I thought I was going to get maybe something like this with the cherry liqueur. The chocolate in here is very strong, so not a stronger chocolate, but something with the cherry liqueur with the vanilla. I thought I was going to get that, which would have been different. I thought I was going to get this, but with a cherry liqueur note and stronger. I didn't get any of these. None of these. Now, that may be a good thing, right? Because that means that this is not a fragrance that I could duplicate with the stock that I have. And trust me, I checked. I can't duplicate this fragrance because there's a powdery type of note in there, which is not strong, but it is there, okay? There's patchouli in the base. There's a lot of things that in my fragrance collection, I could not recreate this and say, okay, I don't need to buy this because I have 2 or 3 fragrances I can put together and recreate it. But you may. I know a lot of people had damaged bottles sort of similar to mine, and you guys are contemplating on whether you want to repurchase. I'm saying that this is not blind buy safe. I am saying that if you are not a collector, you are not a TT, you are not a fan, you are not someone who's going to spend $200 on jewelry that was crafted by the devil, then you may not want to purchase this. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is very high priced, and I was expecting more from $120 or $80 or $90 with a coupon, okay? I would have wanted for this bottle and this presentation to have downgraded, more put into the fragrance for some projection, more into the cherry liqueur to make this more of a fragrance that would be worth maybe around $120. But this, as it stands to me, is $65 with a 15% off coupon. That's just my opinion. This is overpriced. Now, this is definitely a return spirit for me for a couple of reasons. It came out of its packaging when it arrived to me. And no, don't come in my comments saying, well, that's the delivery drivers. Do you know how much they throw around boxes and things like that? The thing about it is that if you can go around talking about other companies and the way they pack their stuff and the way the things come to you damaged, knowing that that wasn't them, and it was also the same type of delivery people, then you're going to get treated the same way. Okay? So also the box is damaged. I did a close-up. I don't care how big or small, it is damaged. And when you run that mouth talking about how you would do things different and how you would spend your money and how these big companies and all this other stuff and the dollars that they put into their perfumes, and then they have the nerve to send out bottles without magnetized tops, not heavy caps, no notes on the box, no notes in the box, all of these things, then I would expect for you to do more when you have your very next hit, right? I can understand why maybe other fragrances that you have created didn't have those things because you were just beginning. But when you start to have that ego and that narcissism take a forefront to what you are supposed to be doing, then the public and the people are going to expect more. So for a regular consumer such as myself, or a content creator such as myself that just wants to put people onto the good fragrances and get bang for their buck, I'm telling you, from one content creator to another content creator, or one content creator to a consumer, this is not worth $120. It was definitely overhyped, and anyone who says that they're not going to accept returns on any product, whether it's fragrance, beauty, or whatever, that means they don't stand on all 10 of their products. You should be very wary of that. Because if I create a product, I'm going to have a return policy, because what one person doesn't like, there might be 100 that do like it. That being said, I'm going to be done with this. I don't want to have nothing to do with this. Again, it's a return spirit. Do what you want to do with that. Spend your coin where you want to spend your coin. I'm done. Until next time, beautiful disasters, it is not blind buy safe. Have a good night.